following contest, representing for Colorado, weighing in at Little Howie, Don.
Oh, I can't wait to see this one.
Of all the superstars on the roster, this guy is among the hardest working. That goes without saying.
Definitely shout out to Don Chaos. We know you got our back, and we got your back too, man. Denver, Colorado all day, brother. We're definitely going to hook up with you. Much love to Carnival Spirits for putting us on as well on this YouTube, man.
Shout out to you, Don Chaos, for, what is this episode, like 126 or something like that?
Yes, sir.
You've been putting in work, bro. Respect. Y'all doing some shit for the community and the fam out there. Appreciate it. So just keep doing what y'all doing, you know what I mean?
Congrats to Don Chaos for 1,000 subscribers. Whoop, whoop.
Keep it going, man.
Congratulations, Don Chaos. Yes, keep it going, man. Good luck to you, fucking Don Chaos. And fucking hell yeah on your 1,000 fucking followers.
You know who it is. It's Ouija Mac, bitch. Shout out to Carnival Spirits. And fucking shout out to Don Chaos one time. You know what's going on.
This is my brother. Everyone, Don Chaos and Brother Lynch Hung here.
Yeah, and Carnival Spirits. What's up, man? Don Chaos. What's up? It's your boy Brother Lynch Hung. We out here tonight. Let's go.
Fuego Flames and my nigga Don Chaos. What's going on, B? It's my brother right here. It's my boy. Excuse the left, excuse the left.
Yo, what up, y'all? This is Don Chaos, and I'm with a very legendary man. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Hey, Sean. Yeah, we at the gathering, y'all.
Radio show of the year. This one's always controversial. Coming in number one, we got Hours of Chaos with Don Chaos. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, there. Congratulations, man. Don Chaos, Hours of Chaos.
Yo, what is good, everyone? Y'all already know who this is. This is Mr. D to the O to the N to the C to the H to the A to the O to the S. Your friendly neighborhood JUGGALO, the Carbon Millionaire. If you don't know, now you know. And if you still don't know, chat, let him hear. Welcome for a very special Saturday edition of the Hours of Chaos podcast. Of course, we are officially starting the special guest co-hosting. So please welcome first your special guest co-host for the night. She is one half of the Let's Sesh podcast. Please welcome Lithium Queen.
What up?
What up?
What up? I was going to say what up with my cool little 90s scream knife I found at the dollar store today. Lava lamp effect.
I remember those growing up.
Just had it sitting right here.
I remember in the 90s and early 2000s, there was like Scream was like really popular. Like a lot of people were Ghostface. Even
Yes.
I was Ghostface one year for Halloween.
I was so happy. It was $4. I was like, dude, come on. Mine.
I mean, you could always make it like a Michael Myers knife too, because he uses everything.
You could do anything with this.
Right?
So many ideas.
In this household, though, we love Michael Myers.
Yes. I don't know. I just like murder.
That's why we watch a lot of true crime documentaries.
Thank you. I am addicted to true crime podcasts, like hopelessly.
And the next time I hear someone say, if you watch true crime documentaries, the next time I keep hearing someone saying, that's a red flag, I'm going to be like, fuck you.
Dude, There's so many memes now about the bitches that fall asleep to that shit. I am that bitch. It's soothing, and it's usually because of whoever's voice it is. For one thing, like I don't know.
Well, you and me have both came out. The reason why we're fascinated by that stuff, it's because the human psyche. That's one of those things.
Yeah.
Like, originally, I was going to go to school to do that, is be a psychiatrist or a criminal investigator or justice person.
That's what I was gonna go to school. I was in a Jumpstart program for criminal profiling. I wanted to be an FBI profiler. I was in a Jumpstart program for criminal justice. Sorry, I wanted to be an FBI profiler though. That's where I was wanting to go.
And you might have those people who were just born crazy, but not everyone is born bad. Sometimes there's something that ticks that.
There's the environment. I mean, brain injury. I firmly believe that brain injury plays a part in some as well.
Like, look at Jeffrey Dahmer. They've examined his brain for years, and they still don't know what's wrong with him.
Right. And then there's those with the frontal lobe damage type shit that just fucking they're fine, and then they turn into fucking insane, crazy ass murderers and just fucking lose their shit. And yeah, I don't know. Love me some murder. Anyway, what's up?
I'm just chilling.
Chilling like a villain.
Oh yeah, I saw one of our guests in the green room. I don't know what happened to him.
Oh shit, there was a guest in the green room?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. Can I even see the chat? Okay, I can see the chat now.
You can see the chat, but you can't see if someone's in the green room waiting to join.
Yeah, I tried to join the chat and then I thought I was gonna back out of the stream again, like I usually accidentally do, so I didn't go for that.
Right.
But yes, Davey, I am trying to learn how to cover my tracks. I've got a few ideas. I live near some hog farms. I could take care of that.
Oh yeah, and we actually have one of the first guests on here, so hopefully they all show up. So please welcome one of the Jeckel sisters. What's up?
Hello, how are you guys today? Can you hear me good?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm Julia Jeckel, the Butterfly Queen. I am one of the few Jeckel sisters. How are you guys doing today?
Good. Just chilling.
Getting rid of a body.
Oh, fingernails. Oh, man, hot farms, there's a bunch of those by us.
And I believe you said you guys are on your way to Michigan, right?
We are in Michigan. We are going to Pontiac for Lights Out.
Oh, cool. And where were you guys driving from? Illinois or Iowa?
We're at our first home in LeClaire, Iowa right now. So we're coming from
Iowa?
LeClaire, Iowa.
And it's funny because Lithium Queen lives in Iowa too.
Oh, really? That is awesome.
Who's that?
Lithium Queen.
I'm an hour from Omaha. I'm an hour from Omaha.
You're way far away from us.
Probably,
but
at least it's the same fucking state. I mean, usually it's halfway across the fucking country.
Yeah, man, that's what's up. I'm in the background, DJ Ham the man, if you will. Love you, Don Chaos. Lithium Queen, you're the fucking shit. I fucking love everything that you guys are doing, man. We are putting it down. We just got back from the float. Julia will tell you more about that. And the thing with getting rid of a body at the hog farm, you should get rid of the fingernails and teeth. We don't want the piggies having digestive issues.
You take it there 7 days later, come back for that shit, you're good. You're good.
Yes.
I mean, you guys have the Velisca Axe murder house. Come on now.
Oh yes, and the house I grew up in is actually connected to that. We've told that story before, Don.
Yeah,
there we go.
Tell them that story.
Oh my god, that house was haunted as a motherfucker.
We've been there, man. I've been at your house probably then.
Well,
We've been to the murder house a few times.
It's not the axe murder house. It's the grounds of the main suspect that they never actually caught for the murders.
Oh, no shit.
So,
Okay.
so the main suspect was a minister from a town called Macedonia, Iowa, right?
Yep.
And it
Macedonia,
listed. I learned this doing an English project in fucking 8th grade, right? I had no idea about this till then. And I was researching it, and this dude, the address of his church was my fucking address, and we had our house put in on this lot when I was born.
Jeez.
And this church burned down like 3 days after the murders happened, and they happened to find remains in the basement of the church. And then they just fucking built our house over it. Like, let's fucking
That's a lot of activity bound to happen.
Huh?
That's a lot of like energy bound to happen.
Right? And then my dumbass, after finding this out, fucking me and a friend decided to fuck with a Ouija board in the house because that was cool, right? God. It was dumb. Like, creepy shit would happen for weeks and weeks and weeks after that until that was when I kind of started getting into spiritual stuff, and I smudged for months and months after that. And
Yeah, I was
got
like,
rid
did you
of that
try
Ouija
blessing the
board.
house?
Yeah, I did. Several times. Over and over. And then we finally moved. But I heard shit for like 3 fucking days. I heard shit. I couldn't sleep. I was like, my curtains and shit would move. And I remember that I had reached up on a shelf or something, and I literally felt hands on my back, like shoved me into the shelf, and I hit my goddamn face on it, and I had a bruise. I was like, bro, get me out of here.
Oh, hell no. I could never.
I haven't had any experiences since then, though. Like, no, nothing. But yeah, that's my cool story for the podcast.
But yeah, you guys give us like how the fun went. I know you guys were like, you guys were there, am I right?
Yeah, you guys got to see the house.
Yeah, so we got to see the house.
Yes.
Julia Jeckel's never been able to stop, but we drove past it, and I showed it to her. With my ex-wife, we actually got out and walked around the property, and the cops showed up, and it turned out to be a big ordeal, and they were threatening trespassing and fucking tickets and all this other dumb shit. We're like, dude, check it out. We were just checking out the place, you know?
Yeah.
So fucking it was now I think you're allowed to go there. I think somebody brought out the property and fucking made it so you can get like a day pass or tour or something. I don't know.
It's expensive.
Fucking craziness though.
They charge. I think it's like close to $500 to stay overnight in the house.
Yeah, it is.
It's fucking ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's about 2 hours north of where I live now, but it's so
I gotta
stupid.
say, maybe we should bring a Ouija board next time, and we can all get together and go all put money together and go stay the night. I'd do it.
Now that I know how to use one properly, that's a possibility. But
I know it's like when I watch those paranormal videos, and when you watch the people use a Ouija board and they don't end the Ouija board session right, I'm like, no, you're not supposed to do that.
You open it and end it properly.
Yes, I've seen people that don't end it properly, or they take their hand off. I'm like, shit.
So, Comatose is from Omaha.
Comatose, have you been to any of his shows, Leo?
I haven't.
Dude, he goes hard in the paint, dude. He's one of the original horrorcore artists.
Comatose. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know his music, but
You're missing out, man. You gotta check him out.
Yeah,
Madman is the name of the album. Check it out.
He sounds so familiar. I'm sure I've probably seen him at a show I've been to. I'm sure. Sounds
He wears
so
a pumpkin
fucking familiar.
mask. He puts up gravestones.
Yes. In fact, Did I see him with Lazy Dead Homie?
That's a possibility. Yeah, you did see him at the Blaze show. Yes, he was there.
It would have been years ago. I would have been pregnant, so it would have been 4 years ago.
4 years ago?
4 years ago.
I mean, if it was in Omaha, that's a good possibility. He does both sides. I mean, he'll do whatever tour is coming through, and then he does his own stuff. He's also a photographer and a director, and he shoots movies.
He's a photographer.
multi-talented. I just know that he's from Omaha. So fucking, he was really good to me when I used to DJ back in the day. You know,
his music's fire.
He's pretty dark. It's pretty dark.
Oh, yeah.
If he's pretty dark and he's a photographer and he does music, I'm gonna have to check him out.
So that's a lot of horrorcore artists, and that's a lot of horrorcore people.
Yeah,
we're all bilingual. We all have multi-talented things that we do.
You're right.
Because unfortunately, being a horrorcore artist doesn't pay the bills by itself. You know what I'm saying? So we got to have multi things that we do to be able to put the food on the table, if you know what I'm saying.
Me and Don were kind of just talking about that, touching on it just a tiny little bit before the show, wishing that we could pay the bills with the things that we do like this.
Yeah, by all means. I mean, and all else fails, you know, the reason that we do this at all is to give back to the community and let them know that, you know, they're not by themselves, and that that's what the Jeckel crew is all about.
We're here. We give a shit.
And just so you guys, I don't know if you guys are aware, but I know you guys use Storefront here. Just so you know, they actually closed down, which is bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah, so we use we have a Printify site. The all over print stuff that you guys see us wearing is available on our Printify, and that's on Julia Jeckel, the Butterfly Queen's page. So if you're looking for the all over print stuff, everybody always tells us how fresh it is and shit. It's for purchase. You can buy it at a discounted rate. So fucking
I'm gonna hit you up for that.
Well, we're gonna hit you guys up because we would like your guys' help, like with a lot of our stuff with that.
Yes. I was also Streamlabs makes Davey Scorsese stuff. His hoodie is thick and soft, and I want to live in the motherfucker. It is so comfortable. So Streamlabs, good idea.
Yeah,
check
Streamlabs is the good too. Love Streamlabs. So here goes the hoodie. Here goes the hoodie. So this is the all over. Inside the hoodie. The hood itself looks like that.
Oh my god!
Okay, Lithium, tell Lady Chaos we're looking up this store.
I will send you guys the links.
Holy shit!
Damn,
that is dope. That is so dope. I love it.
There you go.
I love it. I need
the
Lithium Queen merch so bad.
There you go.
Bad.
Oh, yes.
I don't want that to be misconstrued that that's what the Jeckel sisters and the Jeckel crew are about. Basically, what the Jeckel sisters and the Jeckel crew are about is giving back to the community. They do the giveaways. If you answer the questions, it costs us no money to the person that answers the questions. We're all about giving back positive vibes and positivity back to the Juggalo community. And we just want people to know that they're not alone. You know, Skylar Young had a brother, and his brother was a hardcore Juggalo just like we are. And unfortunately, he passed away. So Skylar Young wanted to do something to give back to the community because his brother cared so much about the community. And that's why he started the Jeckel crew and the Jeckel sisters with Jane Jeckel, Mary Jane Jeckel, if you will, which is the original Jeckel sister that started it all. Now you got Julia Jeckel, you got Joan Jeckel, you got Jexie Jeckel, Emery Jeckel, and Ray McNabb Jeckel are all putting in work. And then Jewel Jeckel from Florida, which is the newest Jeckel sister.
That's why I think a lot of us have gotten close, because a lot of us like to give back to the community. And I know I knew Lavender's husband, like Coon. That was like my best friend.
Yeah, rest in peace, Anthony, for sure, man. That was my really good friend. And he kind of phoenixed me as a DJ back on the scene. And now it's been nonstop since that happened.
Oh yeah, people would always like message me. Like one of his friends would message me, and he's like, he spoke very highly of you, Don. He like loved what you did.
Yes, he did. Yeah, he was a big fan of you, and it was so awesome that you were able to get Lavender Craft on your podcast. Didn't you do an interview with her? I thought.
No, I think she's gonna try to jump on tonight. Don't quote me on that. Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm man. We're all busy. Saturdays are impossible. It's amazing that me and Julia are on here right now with you. And I know I'm just a voice in the wind here because I'm driving. But yeah, man, just know that there is a DJ Ham and Don Chaos interview coming, and I can't wait for that. But I'm going to give you back to Julia and let you guys do your interview for the Jeckel sisters. I feel like I'm talking too much, but I love you, brother. And Lithium, I cannot wait to meet you. You are close in Iowa, so hopefully we'll get some shows out here soon, and you'll be able to make a couple of them.
That would be so dope. And I love the Jeckel sisters. I love what you guys are doing. It's fucking dope. I want to make merch. I just want to make me stuff to wear and model. I don't feel like I should make merch because I don't want people to buy my stuff. I just want to model stuff. And I love the giveaway stuff that you guys do. That is so
You want to
cool.
start doing
I want to
that
do
too,
that.
Lithium.
I want to start. Yes, that's what I want. I want to do that. I'm in a creative rut, I guess. I need to figure out exactly where I want to go with it.
You're gonna do great. If you do it, you're gonna do wonderful, and you're gonna go to places with that. And it is hard doing merch, it is, but it pays in the end. It usually does. And like, I'm trying to get like Ham, for example. I'm trying to get him self merch, but it's just so hard with their schedules. You know, we all are busy people outside of this. It's just like, yes, it's hard.
Yeah.
And you gotta make time for yourself to do that.
Just being a human or being a mom or an adult,
yes.
All of this stuff outside of this is enough.
It is. It really is.
But this stuff helps you keep going.
Yes, it does. Excuse me. But yeah. So we went to the float. That was a lot of fun. First time ever doing a float. It was hot, but it got cold at night.
Well, that's good. See, that's what the gathering should be. It should be hot during the day, but cooler at night.
Yeah, but it's in Ohio, so Ohio's got like funky weather. So
right.
I'm actually gonna rock this hoodie. I'm sitting here freezing.
I'm sitting here like 1 minute it's hot, and then the clouds come over, and it's nice and cool, and then it's hot again because the sun keeps peeking through the clouds. So we're just like, Michigan.
Yeah, that's how Florida is. Florida is very much like the Midwest. That's why a lot of Midwest people move down here, I guess. And they get tired of the snow.
When I was in Florida, I was just hot all of the time because I was fat as fuck down there.
But when you're hot,
My
it
tits
smells
were always sweating.
But when you stick your feet in the ocean, it feels good.
Fire.
We absolutely love Florida and all the people that are being affected by the hurricane right now, man. Our hearts go out to you guys.
Yeah, I hope
and fucking, I mean, just keep your heads up. You've been through this before, and it won't be the last time. And we love you guys, and just keep on moving forward.
Definitely. So, of course, Julia, we want to know your Juggalo story. How did you discover ICP? You know, everyone has their story to tell.
So, I come from parents that are divorced. When I got into like junior high, I started listening to Insane Clown Posse. And obviously I couldn't go to any gatherings or anything because I wasn't 18 yet. And then when I got out of high school, I traveled in Denver, Colorado. I backpacked for 2 years. 2 years, okay? And then when I came back, you know, I left my ex. We didn't get in that conversation, but I got with Ham in 2016, and he took me to what? When was my first gathering? 2019.
2018 for the.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome because that was my first gathering too.
Whoopstock.
Whoopstock.
Went to the parking lot parties at the Whoopstock gathering, and then I had to go home and go to work the next day. So I was like, cool, we're going to keep going to them. So I've been to 4.5. I got really sick this year at this gathering because of heat exhaustion. So that happened. But you know what? It was awesome for the couple of days I was there, minus the heat getting my ass. So
what got you into ICP was the question.
So what got me into it was, I guess, the music itself and
how it related to your lifestyle.
How it
basically.
related to myself being the person who I am today.
Kind of the outcast, kind of the person that didn't fit in, but you were different.
Yes.
So we find our own avenue that we fit into called the Juggalos and Juggalettes.
And usually everyone can remember their first song, but if you remember, what was the first song that like really drew to your end and you're like, I love this?
So my favorite song by them is probably My Axe.
Yeah.
Is my buddy. We gonna
Off of Bizarre Bizarre.
Yep. Off of Bizarre Bizarre.
I fucking love when they play that live and the way they like coordinate the song when they live. Like they switch back and forth with the lights. It's dope.
Oh, I love it. It's amazing. I love when that happens.
And then what's your Joker card?
So my Joker card is Carnival Carnage.
That's your favorite Joker
Favorite one.
When did you start listening
So-
to Clown Posse?
Man.
What was your Joker card? Mine is Riddlebox. I started listening to them at the end of Riddlebox, the beginning of Malenko. It was like 3 weeks before Malenko came out.
Man, I don't even know because I started what?
I do believe yours is Hell's Pit.
Hell's Pit, probably. Hell's Pit.
I mean, that came out around 04, 05, so if it was around that time, then probably, yeah.
Yeah. Because like I said, I didn't get really into them until like I was like 13, and that was like my first ever like sit down and like listen to it, because that's the only thing I had right in front of me, at the time from a friend, and they're like, "Here, listen to this." I'm like, "Okay." And ever since then, I just been getting into it more and more as I go. So.
Oh yeah.
And I love them, and they put me. And they got me out of hard times, especially with my mental health. There's times, where I was like, fuck everything. I don't want to be bothered, whatever, and just going downhill. And then all of a sudden, boom, here you go. Surprise.
Exactly. That's pretty much what the music has done for me. Like, especially when I hear Ouija, like his personal stuff, I'm like, God, this would have been like the soundtrack to my teen years. Where was this?
Yep. And ever since then, I've been listening to them ever since then. I got like every single album by them on my phone that I listen to when we're on the road all the time, except for the new stuff. I haven't gotten that yet. But other stuff, I have almost every single album on my phone loaded. And I love all of it, and it's good, and I love it, and it keeps me afloat. And I got people at my job listening to it like crazy now.
Don't you love converting new ones?
It's always fun.
Don't you love converting new ones?
Yes, I do. I love doing that. And
we also want to drop history.
Yep, and we also want to drop history on them too as well.
Yes,
Always.
That's what we got to do. Like I tell people, we got to teach.
You got to give them the foundation.
Yep.
Yes.
And that's why I always tell people we do have morals just like everyone else.
Yes. Yes.
Like we don't allow bigotry in our community and shit.
Not at all.
I kind of feel like the Juggalos here in Iowa specifically, like it's hard to find good Juggalos around here. It's hard. Like I'll be honest, I fell off for a long time because of the Juggalos that I kept finding and just the paths that my life was going down.
And it's sad when those bad Juggalos ruin it for like the good Juggalo that are out there like us.
And I shouldn't have let it taint anything for me, but shit happens. I came back and I fell in love harder, and that's the whole point. But you gotta drop the foundation that there are morals. You know, we are good people.
And we gotta just realize there are scumbags in every group of people. Just avoid the
every group.
scumbags.
Yes, every group of people has their shitheads. Like every group.
Like me, the juggalos that I associate with, like you, Lithium Queen, Lady Chaos, you and the Jeckel crew, a lot of us are positive. We don't like the toxicity in the juggalo community.
Exactly. I try to keep away from that shit.
Speaking of that, Lithium, I don't know if you ever fully told us that, like when we had you on, but what was your personal favorite Joker's card that speaks to you?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm somebody that that changes for me sometimes. Like,
yeah, depending on your mood.
Yeah, well, and throughout life.
Yes.
Right now, out of sentimental value, it's going to be Furious Fred Fury, because that is when I came back and fell in love so much harder. That's when I got pregnant with my daughter.
And just the whole theme of that album about fighting back.
Yes. I went to that album release party pregnant as fuck with my daughter, and Jump Steady was there. And he scared me so bad, I peed myself. I just want him to know that. Just yeah. Anyway.
Shut up, Rob First, making women pee themselves.
That motherfucker's huge. He's a giant. Just so
I know, he is tall. I remember when I seen him in person, I was like, God, I never realized how tall he was.
He's gotta be a good 6'7". Like, no joke. Like, god damn.
Like, you don't realize how tall Jay is unless you're like front row or you're like talking to him like.
He's big. Like, because the place was packed. He's huge, man. Place was packed. I turned around and he was right there, and it just startled me so bad I peed.
Tell everyone the story how you scared Ouija. That
Oh my god!
He dropped all his toothpicks.
Oh my god! Okay. So when my daughter was born, she was 7 weeks early, right? She was in the NICU for 5.5 weeks, and we stayed in Omaha. And Ouija did a show in Lincoln, and that was just a couple hours away. So my daughter's dad went to that show, and he got to meet Ouija at the merch booth. And he was talking to him and telling him that, you know, we were stuck in the NICU, and Ouija made a little video for me, like just a pickup video. And he's like, you know, y'all motherfuckers come out to the next show. You better show up. I don't care if there's a baby hanging out of your butt. And I wanted so badly, since my daughter was born, to thank him in person for that video, because that meant the world to me at the time. Because at that time, like, Wastelands was getting me through some shit.
Oh yeah.
Like, through some shit. And Ouija was the first music that Cadence heard. Like, I mean, and she just loves his music. Anytime Ouija's on, she's rocking out. And the last show that he played in Iowa, in Council Bluffs, it was last year, I believe. I saw him walking into the back of the venue. He's about a block away. And I was like, fuck, this is the only chance I'm going to get. Damn it, this is the only chance. So I'm like, hey, you. And I just yelled, and I'm like, I got to talk to you, come here. And I scared him so bad. He dropped all of his toothpicks. He's like, damn it. He's like, I'm trying to quit smoking. I dropped all my toothpicks. And I run up, and I'm like, dude, I got to thank you. And I told him the story, and he was so humble and kind, and gave me a hug. And he was in a hurry. He had to get back into the venue and everything, but it was such a dope interaction.
I think people don't realize that. Like I tell people, if you separate Ouija from the person in his music, even as a person, he's like the most humble, grateful person, and he appreciates us like very well.
He is. And he was actually a preemie himself. He was even more premature than my daughter was, actually.
Is that what he told you?
Crazy. Yeah, he told Cadence's dad that. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, when he made that video, he told her that. Told my Yeah, it was crazy. He was, I think, 5 more weeks earlier than she was. So he was a miracle too. He was a damn miracle.
Yep. So I guess we could say the carnival blessed us with Ouija.
For fucking real. For real.
The carnival blessed all of us with each other, though.
It's true.
All right. How do you guys like? So I like Hex. How about you guys? What do you think of Hex joining? I fucking love that dude.
I love him because, I grew up in like Colorado, and Colorado is in the western part of the United States. So I've always loved like that West Coast sound because that was like the music that was like in my area basically growing up.
Yep.
So I love his music. I love Hex's music. Even though from Iowa we grew up on country, right? Well, if we were the fuck off kids, we listened to the West Coast rap. Like that's the shit we grew up on. Like you guys know. That's the shit we grew up on. It's nostalgic for me. I can jam to it. Like, yeah, I dig him.
Yeah, his voice is really good. Like I love that last song off Tales of Christie, that song Paradise. It's just like a laid back and chill song.
Mm-hmm. He does put on a good performance. I don't know him personally at all.
Anytime I see him, we chop it up a little bit. So I'm originally from north side of Chicago. So with me growing up in between Iowa and Illinois, I was into like 3-6 Mafia and all those Twista and all those other cats that came out of there, And dude, like I love anything. A tiny bit of country, I listen to just about anything.
Yeah.
I don't really feel like you should do that to sheep, but hey, whatever.
Hey,
teach their own. No, fuck country for real though. On a positive note, I can't, man. I can't fake it. There is not
can't
one.
with the country anymore.
Yeah,
it's the same. It sounds the same. Just different lyrics.
I mean, take the peanut butter off your tongue. Can't understand what you fucks are saying. But
I want some boiled peanuts,
But
it has, baby. That it has.
So I love Hex's stuff. I love Ouija. Those guys are very, very.
Shout out to Darby O'Trill.
Oh yes,
thank you. Darby hits me in the soul. I can't even.
Well, like you've been telling me, Lithium, you've been bumping Creep like crazy.
Oh, and Free Will. And fucking Free Will, man. Yeah. I joined a cult. Y'all.
Yeah.
I had to get it because honestly, the jamming to their shit, it got me out of a slump right before the gathering. Like I started dancing again and shit, and it was a good thing. So I needed that little reminder on my skin.
Oh yeah.
As long as you're comfortable with yourself, that's all that matters. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters.
It's true. As long as you're happy, it helps everything else in your life. It's like a domino effect. You take care of your kids better, you take care of your adult shit better, everything.
Yep. You love yourself
it makes
too,
a difference.
It's a lot better.
Yes. Especially like with mental health being a big big issue right now everywhere.
Yeah.
My inbox is always open, no matter what. If you don't want to talk about it, I'm always going to still check up on you. Like, hey, you good? If you tell me yes, that's all I need to know. And if you're not, don't be afraid to hit me up and be like, hey, this is what's going on. And be like, well, let's figure it out and see what we can do.
Same here.
I know how that is too because I have mental health. I have major anxiety and depression now. It won't look like it, but surprisingly, when I do this show, it helps with my anxiety.
I want to give a shout out to JR Riddlebox. He's another one that's inbox is always open as well.
Juggalos and juggalettes and recovery from hardcore drugs. JR Riddlebox. He's always willing to listen and talk out people's problems. Don, I know you've talked to him a couple times. He's just an all-around amazing person, and he is Jeckel crew. So fucking we love him very much.
Well, you guys would be happy to know, even now, Lithium and my woman, Lady Chaos, they have their own like group like that too. It's called Let's Recover, but you don't just have to be a juggalette. Like anyone can come if you're recovering or you just have like any type of mental illness. Y'all are always welcome to join them.
It's mostly a Discord server right now, but we are on Facebook. I'm about to get that up and running a little bit more and more active with that. The Let's Recover page. I'll start sharing that more on my personal page and on my Lithium Queen page so people can get access to that.
Absolutely.
But I'll be completely honest with y'all. The last episode of Let's Sesh I missed because I had a complete breakdown. Mental health breakdown. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I've been struggling lately a lot. So it was just a night where I couldn't. And I gotta give Dawn, I gotta give you props so much, and Lady Chaos for picking up my slack that night. I appreciate y'all more than you know.
I know you do.
You guys mean the world to me, seriously. Like I have the best support system right now. I'm very thankful. Very thankful.
And I could tell like when after you and Lady Chaos had HB on that she like really inspired you. I was like, I think
She
just
did.
to hear all that.
She did. She
Shout
really
out to the Grizzly.
Yes, shout out to her very much. So HB, you the shit, girl. You the shit.
I've yet
Yeah.
to see her live, but from the footage I've seen of her live show, she knows how to control that stage.
And we just DJ'd for her at the float.
That's cool.
Oh, it was
I'm jealous.
amazing. I love her.
Such a big crush on her. Oh my god. Ooh.
She was absolutely gorgeous.
She's a beautiful woman, and we love her.
It was dope. It was so much fun. I was sad I had to go put my daughter to bed early.
Oh, and we did have a question like in the chat. Davey wants to know what makes the float different from the gathering.
So there's a lot to that. So the float, it's kind of like Cave and Rock vibes.
Cave and Rock vibes during the day.
During
they don't
the
do
day.
stuff all night long. They got some stuff that goes late into the night, but there's not a lot that goes on during the day. You get a nice little break. They let you stay out of the sun. It's more about socializing. It's a lot smaller than the gathering grounds. It's a lot more personal. I'm noticing that there was a lot of OG juggalos that I came up with that popped their heads out. I'm like, oh, wow, I haven't seen you in like 10, 15 years. What's up? And it was just, it's a campground. Unlike Legend Valley is not a campground. Legend Valley is a festival ground. So there's not that much shade. There's not that much places to hide from the heat. At the float, you're comfortable. Ticket prices are a lot cheaper, and they keep it pretty juggalo. There's not too many non-juggalo groups that you're gonna get at the float. So yeah, man, it's just getting started out. Shout out to Ogres. Shout out to Tom Wood. Shout out to Lots. Shout out to Mountain Risk. Shout out to Mountain Hatchet Records. You guys are all the fucking shit. They made us feel very comfortable. They were fucking amazing. I know I'm talking a lot, but I was on the stage a lot. So if you actually go to Julia Hammy's Facebook, there's probably about 200 pictures on there. So if you guys want to check out the float, see what it's about, check out some of the videos, But trust me, next year is going to be the biggest year ever because we're bringing everybody out there, and it's going to be the fucking shit.
Well, all I gotta say is let's try to get all of us out there so that way Dawn, Lithium Queen, and Lady Chaos, and the Jeckel sisters, we can all collaborate and do something.
Yeah, I mean, come on, dude. Come on, dude. We have everybody.
Let's all start working together and bring each other up because that's what we're supposed to do.
I want to.
Yes.
Man.
Yeah. So,
are
we
you
gave
guys
a-
making
we
it
gave
to
out about-
Juggle, Ohio by chance?
Juggle, Ohio.
I don't know. So I do mainstream as well as Juggalo hip hop. So we're pretty booked up right now. And I think Jug Ohio, I might be in Florida DJing for some local rappers down there.
Well, maybe you
So
can
yeah,
hook up
we're,
with
we're
Don
staying
down there.
busy.
Yes.
Shout out to Ouija though, man. He's making moves. Shout out to Hex. Shout out to fucking Darby. Shout out to Kevin for being the best manager ever.
I'll be making it to Juggle, Ohio. So I'm
Nice.
gonna put a fucking GoPro on my head so I actually have footage of this shit. I got nothing of the gathering and I'm so mad. I came home with like 100 pictures of the whole trip and I'm like, why? You just don't get to take your phone out because you're doing so much.
When you're having so,
Yeah,
well, that's
and
why
that's
when I
another
go
thing.
to,
It's so confusing at the gathering.
It is. It's
There's
all
a million things going on at one time.
And
well,
I was
now when I
spending
go to
time
local
between two
shows,
places.
well, now when I go to local shows, I only bring out my phone and camera just a little bit, but then I put the rest of it in my pocket because I like to enjoy the show and create the memories that way.
Right. Yep. Right. But I want to get the footage and stuff like that for our
Yes, I hear
shows and
Yes, I hear you.
yeah, and go live and it's like I want to have 4 different hands so that I can go live here and film it. I'm just not have a GoPro.
And that's one thing I learned about. That's one thing I was told about the float is the float was more personal. Like people were saying Shaggy was just like chilling with everyone.
He does.
He does.
So that's another thing different from the gathering. Now, Shaggy had touched bases on the Shaggy and the Creep show back in the day about why they don't walk around so much at the gathering anymore. And I'm not going to go into details. Go back and dig it up yourself. There goes. Do some research right there. If you're listening and you want to know why Shaggy doesn't walk around the gathering grounds anymore, you get to dig and do some research because we're all about doing research, right? As juggalos, we got to make sure that we keep ourselves educated and hip to what's going on. As many of you know, this has been going on for the last 30 years. So fucking yeah, dude. And even before that. So we're all getting older. We're getting up there. We're not young bucks anymore. And I'm not going to. And then, yeah, so Shaggy played the last night of the float. He was the headliner for the last night. And somebody had somehow obtained a raft. And they brought it up to the stage. And I'm standing there with Renee. And for any noobs, Renee is Shaggy Two Dope's wife. Okay? And we were standing there with Heather Mars and Renee. And there was a couple other people. I think Shu was over there too. Shout out to Shu. And fucking... they put the boat up on the stage, and Renee literally ran up to Shaggy, and she's like, no, get out. And he already had it pushed off, and he was already going into the crowd. So thank God that he made it okay, and there's some wonderful footage of that, of him on the boat with some random kid that jumped in the boat. Nobody knows who he is. He was just a random kid that hopped in the boat with Shaggy. We're still trying to figure out to this day if he's fed or taken care of, because obviously the parents weren't involved and he jumped in the boat. But hey, shout out to him for being a true ninja and figuring out how to get into a tight situation.
Yes.
Yeah, shout outs to Renee. She's like the nicest person.
Yes,
yeah, she's very humble.
They look so happy together whenever I see them in pictures.
Always.
They look so happy.
And I always said Shaggy was meant for Instagram because if you go look at his early Instagram, like the pranks Renee would pull on him, like, damn, his wife's a savage, but that's a good thing.
Well, his kids were getting him too.
Oh, yeah. When his kids would even prank him, like his wife would give him something and his kid would be eating it and it'd be fine, but then his wife gives him something like fucking spicy as shit.
Somebody's been doing their homework. Shout out to Don Chaos for being on top of shit.
When you got a wife or a lady that can be savage too, that's fucking awesome. Like when they have a good sense of humor.
That's my joy, man.
That's one of the many reasons why I love Lady Chaos, because Lady Chaos has such a good sense of humor, and that's one.
Yeah, shout out to your wife, dude. I fucking love her very much.
Somebody in that chat better prepare himself, because I'm firecracker too sometimes.
What happened? Oh shit.
Oh,
I got some pranks too. I got some pranks. Just wait.
I still remember the prank when we were all younger, when you would just like put the whipped cream on someone's hand when they were sleeping, and then you like tickle them.
Oh man, I remember doing this to one of my friends. I got a really cold bowl of water and stuck their fingers in it, and they pissed themselves.
I don't remember why, but for some reason I remember sticking mini carrots up somebody's nose that fell asleep first at a sleepover. Where that idea came from, no idea.
We have no idea. Or like drawing on people's faces, or like shoving like crayons and stuff like halfway in their nose, and then them waking up and stuff and everything.
We were just preparing for the COVID test, that's all.
Dude, I hate those things. Dude, oh my god, I hate those so much. I remember when they first dropped those, I went in, and this is like the first time I got COVID too. And I was like, okay, I got a question about these tests. How far do they go back? And they're like, I don't know. You tell me. And I'm like, oh, it tickles your brain a little bit. Dude, I hate those. I hate them.
Yes.
I've had it one time, and no thank you.
Oh, fucking fuck.
Oh,
I had it 4 times.
I've had
4
COVID
times.
twice, but I've had the test once, and I'm like, nope.
God, dude, I catch it at least once a year.
I've never had it. I've always just had the flu, where I always thought I had it, but a lot of people are like, you're probably just immune to it. For you, it probably just feels like a regular cold, which if it does, that's
right. That's kind of what it felt like for me. Like, I didn't get too terrible. I didn't get bad. Like, I didn't lose taste, even.
I lost my taste once, but then the rest of the other times I had it, it stayed. But dude, like, I remember the first time I got it, I had the flu and corona with it, like COVID at the same time. Jeez. Oh my gosh, dude, it was bad. Me and him both had the same thing. We're like, fuck this. Oh, dude, don't get it. Take care of yourselves out there, you guys.
Vitamin C.
Vitamin C is your best friend.
Stay away from 5G towers.
Stay away from 5G towers.
Purely speculation.
Pure speculation.
Lady Chaos in the chat. What's good, babe?
Hey.
What's up, Lady Chaos?
I ain't even been paying
she's feeling
attention. What up?
She wasn't doing very good.
Yeah, she's just relaxing.
Good. Kick back. So is that hurricane going to get anywhere near you?
I have no idea. I'll have to keep track of it. But the last few hurricanes since I've been down here haven't been anywhere near us, which is good. Like, luckily where I am, we just get wind and rain. That's it.
Good.
We just get fucking tornadoes.
Yes.
I love them.
No, they go.
I love them. I fucking love tornado season, man.
You guys are. You guys are the new tornado alley where she's.
So are we.
Are we?
Yeah, we're part of it. We're on the corner, on the edge.
I'm the idiot out on the front lawn. I'm like, okay, until I can see that it's coming in this direction, we're okay.
So I don't know if you guys are prone to derechos, but where we're at, we get them like at least once a year now, instead of twice every 2 years. We get them once a year now. Where we're at in Iowa.
To what?
Derechos. It's like an inland hurricane.
Oh yeah.
No. Actually, we don't get those.
I don't think so.
So we had a really bad one back in like 2020 when we were all on lockdown. We lost power for like a week. And it was like 80, 90 degrees and shit. I'm like, oh my God, dude, give us our power back.
Shit.
Oh yeah, dude, that was the worst one we had in like history in the state of Iowa. That was a crispy deer back there.
Oh yeah. Colorado
is close enough to Nebraska.
The last one we had was a derecho, DERCHO.
Yeah.
Derecho, however the fuck you pronounce those. So pretty much what it is, you get pitch black skies. It's dark. It looks like it's nighttime, and your winds are what, like almost 100 miles an hour, if not more, depending how severe it is. And then you got hail, wind damage, rain, thunder, lightning.
Damn.
And our neighbors, their house, the tree that fell in front of their house missed their house by an inch. Didn't damage it or nothing. So I'm like, oh my gosh.
We had a tree go through our roof.
We had a tree go through our roof and fell in the SS.
That's insane.
Oh, dude, I'd rather deal with the tree. It really insane, I'd rather deal with a tornado than a derecha at this point.
Oh yeah.
I'd rather deal with those than a derecha. Yes, I know that's crazy of somebody to say, but
I would agree. Well, shit, California has fire tornadoes. I'm like, what? What?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
I'll take a fire or a tornado, but don't put them together. No.
It's scary. And the most scary thing, though, with tornadoes, though, is when they come at night because you cannot see them.
Exactly. The worst one that I've been close to was actually at night. It was at my aunt's house. I don't even know. Huh?
Oh, I said I'll be right back. You guys can continue talking, but I'll be right back.
Okay. I don't even know fucking how close this thing got, but I remember I was really little at the time, and we were told to go downstairs in the basement, and I was that little motherfucker that didn't want to go down in the basement, so I was like creeping back up the stairs, and I got to the top of the stairs, and there were Legos on the floor, and some of them were like fucking floating. The tornado got so close, and the fucking house was shaking and shit, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I went back downstairs.
No,
it took the barn out, but
I believe it. So when tornadoes, if they're really close to you, they sound like a freight train.
Yep. It's
and
insane.
I remember, what was it, last year at like, midnight, me, you, and my friend Lexi were coming back from Six Flags, and there
You
was
guys
a
are doing the
tornado.
most Iowa thing ever right now on a live.
There was a tornado, like a violent hurricane was coming back from Six Flags in Illinois, and a cop told us, pull over, pull the F over right now. Otherwise, you guys are not going to make it. We're like, okay. So we pulled over, and he told us we could go afterwards. We had to wait like 10 minutes on the side of the highway. And, dude, it was bad. Like, the sky was, like, green. And, like, I've seen tornadoes, like, at the I-80 truck stop, behind I-80 truck stop, touchdown. Like, my parents would, like, book it and stuff. But, dude, fuck this time, dude. You can't see shit.
Fuck no. I haven't been stuck in one on the interstate. That would be terrifying.
Oh, it was terrifying. I had anxiety like a motherfucker. Like, we're gonna die. And because, like, stay in your place, lock your doors, and stick your head down and cover your neck and everything with something that you have that's big enough to cover yourself.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. No.
And don't ever hide in an overpass because you get sucked right into it. So don't ever hide in an overpass.
I've heard that that's what you're supposed to do. Oh shit.
You're supposed to actually go into a ditch and cover your neck.
Okay.
That's
good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know. Oh shit.
Oh, dude, it's crazy. I didn't know that either until somebody told me. I'm like, oh, well, now I know.
Yeah. Fun fact. Shit.
Weather is crazy. Weather is getting easier.
This location's not going to work either.
I feel you on that one. My house is the same. I'm like, I have internet. Why aren't you working?
That is, it's like this spot's too cold. This spot's too hot.
This spot's just right. Oh, just kidding. It's going to get cold.
Exactly. Okay.
Well, technology, it's like leaving your cell phone out in the hot boiling sun on a 90-degree day and thing turns into crispy foam.
True. This is better. This works. Okay.
We shall all do except for Michigan to go find Bigfoot in the woods.
Shout out to Violent J, motherfucker.
Shout out to Violent J.
Shout out to Shaggy Tudo.
Shout out to Shaggy Tudo.
For making this all possible for us to be together right here, right now, bringing us together as this family that we know as the Juggalo and Juggalette family. Man.
Yeah.
This is fucking beautiful how we can all come together and talk out our problems and talk about good things, talk about bad things, talk about coulda, coulda, shoulda, and spur of the moment type things.
Did that just happen?
Yeah, somebody almost got into an accident at fucking probably 100 miles per hour, guys. Crazy.
Oh, y'all be careful.
Some people,
we
children, man.
We do this, man. We're on the. Like I said, Don, I cannot wait to get my one-on-one interview with you, bro. We gotta get it set up. Fucking DJ Ham with Don Chaos. I think it's gonna be a hit, and fucking I cannot wait.
Hell, maybe we'll even have you come on someday and do a live DJ performance.
Fuck yeah.
You gotta come to my show for that. That's kind of my thing. We don't do anything. If you guys want to see me live DJ, you can go on YouTube for anybody that may have recorded it. But I'm a very firm believer in you got to be there to see it.
Yes,
and that's kind of my bread and butter right there. But we will do a live, and I fucking can answer all your hard questions, and hopefully you come with some good ones. And fucking, I'm really looking forward to it.
Hell yeah! I'll definitely let you know.
I am never getting an interview. All right, here we go.
Oh no! Oh no!
John's always good with the questions.
I am. That's like me. I've always been good with questions. I'm always good with interviews, even when I'm like being like very professional. And people are like, "Gosh, you're so professional." Sometimes I'm like, "I know."
Yeah, no, you do great.
You do awesome.
You really do awesome, and you're humble. That's why we love you so much. You're very humble.
Yeah, I'm like you guys. I just like to give back to people. I like to give people back what I never had growing up.
Yeah, man, that's what it's about.
And I'm not helping people for clout or for attention. I'm doing it because it's out of the kindness of my heart and soul, and because it feels good to me to do that.
Yes, absolutely.
Fun fact about Hex Joker card when he started listening to the ICP. That's right. The Amazing Jeckel Brothers is his card.
Oh yeah.
Oh really?
That's cool. He said that on a live stream one night.
That's
awesome. That's one of Lady Chaos's albums. Which is funny. I even like Hex when I was randomly just talking to him on the live one time. He's like, "Don, I might have to come on your show sometime." I'm like, "No shit."
That would be sick.
Yeah, that'd be dope as fuck, man. Set it up.
That would be dope. That would be a dope interview.
Oh, yeah.
Very.
Who is all going to the second leg of the Shaggy Two-Dope tour?
Second leg.
I'm trying. The closest is, where is it? South Dakota, I think.
Yeah, I think you said.
I think it's the South Dakota date.
Badger country.
No, that's the Ouija tour. The Ouija tour, the closest is 5 hours.
Gotcha.
So
that would be
the
Springfield date. But it's either the Iowa City date or the one that's in South Dakota. That's the closest for me for the second leg of Shaggy Two-Dope. So I'm gonna see. What I can do.
Do you want me to send it to you? Are me and you friends on Facebook, Lithium Queen?
I believe so.
If I find it, I will send you the flyer. If I find it, because I'm having a hard time trying to find the second leg tour flyer, because it's there and then it's gone the next day. So I'm like, oh my gosh, people, where is it?
Yes.
But me and Lady Chaos are going to the Shaggy tour because it's actually only going to be like 30 minutes away from us. So we're excited.
Lucky.
Yeah, so me and Julia are going to go on Allegiant Airlines. We're going to fly down. We're going to sleep on your floor that night, and I'm going to DJ at that show.
All right, I'll let Lady Chaos know.
Get some gator nuggets.
Yeah, some gator nuggets.
Over.
Well, luckily we have a comfortable couch. We have a comfortable couch, and then we have a comfortable recliner.
Well, my belly's like memory foam, so Julia will just mold into me and we'll sleep.
We mold in like this.
Bullshit. I have a whole extra fucking guest / content shooting podcast room, whatever, if you ever want to fucking come chill and do pictures together or, whatever.
Down.
Fucking good.
I want you to know you're in Iowa, dude, because I'm trying to find like other Iowa places.
He's like 6 hours.
Here. I can never find any other juggalettes to hang out with out here. There are none.
Now we can.
We are far and few between, but man, we're gems.
Tell her to Google LeClaire, Iowa, and tell her how far it is away from her.
On your end, Google LeClaire, Iowa, and see how far it is from you.
I'm curious.
I'm curious.
Let me see if I don't know if I'm going to back out of the show if I do it though.
Well, if you do, just come right back.
I might have. I'll wait until we get off of here, and then I will message you on Facebook.
Look in the comments after the show, you guys. We're gonna post it on how far the length is. Nobody realizes how big Iowa actually is until they have to drive it to fucking corn cob state.
Exactly. Exactly. When you have to drive through it, it's like fucking throw Illinois away just so I can get to Ohio already.
Yeah, or it's when you're driving through Kansas in July, and you're like
2 hours.
So from us to Chicago. So from where we're at in Iowa, it's from LeClaire to Chicago. It's like 2 hours.
Okay. How I don't even know how far Chicago is from me.
Far.
I want to say it's like 6 hours, so you would probably be close to 4 from me. I want to say, but I'll Google it to make sure. I'll see.
We are 1 hour and 4 minutes from lights out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo! I'm near Harlan, Iowa. If anybody can Google that. It's far enough away from my actual location for anybody to find me. So that's not doxing myself.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Nobody could ever find my actual town. It's great. It's great.
No, it's fine. If anybody ever actually came to our house, they would have a bad day. We live in Iowa. Look up gun rights in Iowa. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
And we have them all. No fucking. It's a lot like
Exactly.
Florida.
There's that too. But like my town, it might as well be a village. The street signs are not in English. They are in the original language the town was founded in.
Oh, okay. We're back.
These fucking valleys.
Old.
So I feel like we didn't talk very much about the Jeckel sisters. I don't know. I just feel that way.
No, we need more. We need more.
Yes, let's hear more.
The sisters, 2021?
Yes.
And that was around Christmas time, Thanksgiving, in between those two holidays. And what brought me to them is just one big happy family. We give back to the community. That's another reason why, and I like to spread positivity. I just love every single one of them that's with us right now. I met Jane and Skylar at Two Boots' Halloween show at Carl's Tavern. And my first thing to them, I introduced myself to them. I was like, "Hi, I'm Philip. What's your guys' name?" And they sat down and we talked for a little bit. And I asked them if they were adding anybody else. And then and I was the third sister announced around in between those two holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas. For giveaways, I was like, "So what do you guys do?" and stuff. And we had that conversation, about the giveaways and doing other stuff. And we slowly started adding more sisters as we go. So I love it. It's a big family, big happy family, and we love everybody. And we pretty much talk about how everybody's feeling mental health wise, and everything. See how everybody's doing. And it's fucking awesome. And we just give back to the community and stuff. So, and I just think it's an awesome thing to do, an awesome opportunity to do. And we meet new people anywhere we go, and yeah.
I think the major misconception and why you guys will see sometimes people want to make a joke and fucking hate on the sisters is because they feel like the sisters feel like they're more important. At no point does anybody in the Jeckel crew claim to be more important than any other juggalo or juggalette. We're just a part of a sisterhood that runs deep, that gives back to the family. So at no point do the girls ever feel like, oh, they're better than anybody else. It's quite cliche when people say, oh, you feel like you're better. Not at all. We just want to fit in. We just want to be with the rest of the family. We just have a good floor mat, and we have a little bit of financial backing that allows the sisters and the crew to be able to give back to the community.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to clear that water right now. People say, what are the Jeckel Sisters are about? It's about bringing up the community. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
That's all it is, all the time.
Uplifting each other.
But we also are big on history. That's why they do the questions before you get the prize. We want to make sure that the real juggalos are getting the real prizes. We don't want somebody that's just listening in to get a prize and they've never heard an ICP song in their life. We do this for the juggalos and juggalettes. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I've
And that's kind
never
of how I
gotten-
am. I'm like, I just want to get back to the Juggalo community, do jug shit, and hang out with jugs. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, all day, every day. That's what it's about.
24/7.
I've never gotten that vibe that the girls thought that they were better than anybody else. I've never gotten that vibe. The people saying that are just fucking. They're
Haters.
seeing shit. They're seeing shit.
Well, it's funny because people
on a daily basis.
It's funny 'cause people do that to me, like with my connections with some people in our community. Like people will be like, "Oh, well, you're a hound dog." I'm like, "No, I don't have a hound. I'm not a hound dog. I just have a personal, like, brotherhood or sisterhood with these people. I like gotten to know them personally. Like Scum, that is literally my brother. I've known him for years."
I really love the sisterhood that you guys have going on. Like I've tried to be a part of a few groups of girls,
Which you
and
won't name.
it's just it's fallen apart so badly, and it's hurt. And
It's a pissing contest, and it shouldn't be.
it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be at all. At all. And I've never gotten that vibe from the Jeckel sisters. Like, oh, it's like, why can't it work like y'all? Why can't people be adults and just love and uplift and just fucking, connect?
Well, it's one thing we learned, Lithium, is there's a lot of clout chasers in the community, and people are threatened by all of us here that be ourselves. That's why, 'cause we're being ourselves, and people are threatened by that.
Yep. And another thing is that jealousy is another thing, and it's about who's better than this person, who's better than that
We're not
person.
better than
We're
this
not better than anybody. We're just ourselves. We're just us, ourselves.
I know that's what people do to me too. They're like, "Don, you're a very respected dude." I'm like, "Thank you. I know. It's good to know I'm respecting the community, but I'm just like you guys. I'm a juggalo. I go to shows and I enjoy the shows just like you guys." I'm like, "Thank you, though."
Yep.
So that's why when people come up to me and they're like, "Thank you," I'm like, "You're welcome." But then I tell them and I give them back a hug. I'm like, "Thank you."
Exactly. Like, I don't want to be better than anybody else. I want to be better than who Lithium Queen was like 2 minutes ago.
And like I was saying earlier, like if we all want to accomplish what we all want to do, we all gotta lean over and help each other all up and bring each other up together.
Yes.
Yep. Hand in hand. Raise each other up.
Treat it like a mosh pit, y'all.
I agree.
Treat it like a mosh pit, y'all. You see someone fall, lean over and help
Yes.
them up.
Mosh rules. Mosh rules.
If you see somebody fall, take a tumble, you pick them souls right back up.
Exactly. Thank you.
Or
So they
shirts
don't
shirts are coming for this. Me and HB the Grizzly did make this official. If you see someone doing some fucked up shit and they claim they're a juggalo, give them some juggalo justice. And a lot of people know that term.
Oh yeah, shout out to HB.
Shout out to HB for that.
Which it's kind of spoiled. Me and HB and whoever all else is going to work with, there are going to be shirts coming out that say I support juggalo justice or somewhere along that line.
There should be.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, she posted.
Yep, she posted about it, and I actually want to get one.
I thought some came out after the fentanyl death at the gathering.
There was like a shirt going around that said fuck fentanyl and stuff.
But it was after there was a group that got some juggalo justice for that, I thought.
Yes.
And
like
then there were some shirts that came out that said that after that.
Yeah.
Or
it was
I could be wrong.
It was like the Scroll Keepers that did that. It was like the Scroll Keepers. I heard the Scroll Keepers found out at the gathering.
Yes.
They found the dude. They found the dude
Okay.
who did it, and then they beat his ass, and then they filmed him getting arrested by the cops. It's like,
That's what it was. Okay. You're right. Never mind. You're right.
That's what you call Juggalo justice, or when they've trashed those like thieves like cars at the gathering. Juggalo justice.
Exactly.
So I guess I could confirm. I don't know who's going to work on them, but y'all can be happy to know there are going to be shirts coming out that say Juggalo. I support Juggalo justice, or somewhere around along that line.
I will take 2.
Yes.
I will take 2.
1 and a crop, please.
And what, 3X? Cam? I'll take 2. But
yeah, we should all definitely do a giveaway sometime.
Yes.
We should.
We have another giveaway coming up, but I don't know when a set date is for it. But keep an eye out on all the sisters' pages for another one here pretty soon. I don't know when exactly, but there could be another one coming up here pretty soon.
Oh, okay.
So,
and I will always share that shit.
Yes, ma'am.
Always.
So,
I need to start doing that. I got to figure out what my Lithium Queen thing would be to give away. And I just thought of something. I have a bunch of really cool stoner mugs, coffee mugs.
There you go.
People, I love those bitches. They're the best. I love me some coffee, and I love me some good greens. So yeah, that'll work.
Coffee, teas, and oh, I want to also give a shout out to Cupcake Cold.
I think I've heard of them. That name does sound familiar. Oh, yes. Yes.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I want one of those so damn bad.
I'm not going to lie.
Those are so cool.
I'm not going to lie. I'm gonna try to have them hit me up because I would love them to do stuff like that with my logos.
Yes.
So get a hold of
they're on
Lane, and they're also from Iowa, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I love those.
They are?
Yes, they are.
So
They're on
Hazen,
Facebook, right?
For Hazen, he does all the photography. So they're from there, from Iowa, where me and you are from, Lithium. But on the other side of the state.
Okay. And they're on Facebook, aren't they? I know I've seen them on there. I'm hitting them up to get a Lithium Queen tumbler. That's it.
That and hit them up to be on Let's Sesh.
And then Wicked Threads.
Yep.
Shout out to Wicked Threads.
Wicked Dream Creation.
Wicked Dreams Creations, my bad.
Yes.
Wicked Dreams Creations. Shout out to those guys. They did some fire stuff.
I have
Cosmic Horror Show is dope.
I have a mirror and leggings and stickers.
I love
I
Cosmic
need to go
Horror
more
Show.
I love those. Those are super cute. Those are cute.
Love it so much. I cannot wait to wear it to a show. To juggle and hide, actually.
You will. And it will be soon.
Well, and as far as I know, Lithium, you and Lady Chaos are trying to get Wicked Dream Creations on the show, so hopefully that happens.
Yes.
Because that's what I do on the show too, and what you guys do on your show. We're not just interviewing artists; we're interviewing juggalos that are having their own thing, that have their own business, like juggalos that are doing the damn thing. As the saying goes, for juggalos.
Want to get them out there and yes, get them promoted, and because the quality of this, like their clothing is just. It's phenomenal. It's worth every freaking penny.
I love Wicked Dreams.
Amazing.
It's nice. It's good on the skin, you know, like especially if you got an allergic reaction to certain clothes.
Yes, and I do.
I would recommend.
I'm very sensitive to texture. Yes.
Yep.
I love this shit. Yes.
So eating business, and then we had cotton collar polos, and I always broke out in them all the time, even though I washed them every day. I would still break out because it's just the material they're made out of. So, like with Wicked Dreams, I bought a pair of leggings, and with leggings, you know, my skin's sensitive to it, and they'll break out either in the eczema or a rash. And their leggings are top tier phenomenal, and I fucking love those leggings.
I've got my eye on so many pairs of her leggings, and they are so sweet. Oh, I met them at the gathering when I bought this. They're so sweet.
And we also got leggings for Jeckel sisters too, in different prints. They're on their Printify as well.
We got shoes on there.
We got shoes, shirts, hoodies, jackets. Jacket.
I'm definitely messaging you for all the hookups.
Yes, ma'am. I will send you the Printify link. Why are we breaking? You guys. Sorry. People are breaking, trying to get to their exit. Super dangerous. Don't break on the highway, guys.
Yeah.
Just like merge over.
I'm waiting to see Brian J drive by in his Tesla.
Yes, he's got a Tesla now.
He has a few different cars.
Well, I guess it's our turn to get a Tesla now, Ham. Time to win the lottery.
Nope, not gonna run on battery. Can't do it.
Solar powered vehicles.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Not trying to save it.
Right.
And a very famous song on the Amazing Jeckel Brothers, "Fuck the World." Yeah.
I have.
Yeah, if you guys have anything else you want to plug, like Lithium, do you have anything you want to plug in?
Just obviously Wicked Dreams Creations, because phenomenal. Gonna need so much more clothing there. All of the stuff that Julia plugged, goddamn, that stuff was great. Baby stuff, obviously, and Dawn Chaos, your merch, your prints were great too. It's all of your merch, of course. Your designs are phenomenal. Let me show your shirt off again here.
Fire!
Everybody can see
Fire!
that. I love this design. She's beautiful.
So yeah, I gotta refine all my logos.
I love your girls. Their girls are so pretty. There's my plugs.
So I want to give a shout out to Dead Canvas, Timothy Young. He's got stuff for sale as well.
He's doing all the art for the sisters now.
He's doing all the art for the Jeckel sisters now. So I want to give a shout out to him. And then I want to give a shout out to Don Chaos for having me on here with you guys tonight. I want to give a shout out to you, Lithium, for being an awesome ass, kick ass host tonight. You guys are awesome.
I want to give a shout out to all the juggalos and juggalettes and everybody else that are watching this video right now. Without you guys, it wouldn't be possible for us to be able to keep this going.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, chat. We love you. Thank you, everybody watching.
We'll definitely get all of y'all on here whenever all of y'all are available. We'll figure it out.
Look at it. Everybody's so busy, dude.
I know how that is. I know how that is. I get busy too.
He's been trying for 6 months to get the sisters on.
Oh, I know. Half a year.
Fucking love you, Chaos, for fucking putting up with all of it. But man, just trust me, it's for the greater good, man.
I hear you. I hear you.
You got the same one you got in your hand right now, brother.
Oh, you're cute as fuck.
Ours that I gave to my sister back at home. She has one. It's a little JoJo Siwa one. Yoda with JoJo Siwa t-shirt on it.
It's always a little long water pipe.
Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda. Why are the leaves changing? No. Stop. Too many yellows and reds up here for trees. Already changing over, you guys.
You're making me want a road trip.
Come with us.
That's all we ever do.
That's all we do is we're always on the road.
We're always doing it
I
for the family.
love me a road trip, but my fibromyalgia hates it. I got to take breaks every once in a while. Oh no, where'd he go?
Dad, come back. Chaos, come back. We miss you.
We lost him.
We lost him. Don't go into the light.
Don't go into the light. Don't follow the butthole.
Oh, man. Oh, it got cloudy real quickly up here. Oh, that's right. We're by lakes.
It was so awesome meeting you. This was a fun show. I'm so glad.
Awesome meeting you, too. Now what I'm ready for is to hang out with you in person. That's what I'm excited for.
My mind is blown that you're from Iowa. That's crazy. I didn't think any of the Jeckel sisters were close. I had no idea. Are any of y'all are you the only one that's close by?
Iowa, Indiana.
Ray is
from Detroit.
Ray's in South Dakota, right?
Yes. So Ray's from South Dakota. Jane and
There
Sky
he is.
from Detroit. I think Jexy is in between Indiana and Kentucky. Between
Okay.
those two states. Jewel is from Florida. Emery's from Ohio, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. Joan is from Arizona.
Oh damn.
Oh yeah, we're spread out everywhere. We're everywhere.
That's a good thing and a bad thing in the same time.
Not really. If you like to travel, then you should be good. I mean, a lot of them, sometimes if there's shows that will go to it, we try to make down like to some of those shows, you know. I would like to do a show halfway so everybody can go to it and stuff. So we all can see each other and get together and whatnot.
Right. My only problem
And I
is
would love
that
to see everybody. I would like to meet Jewel. I would like to meet Emily
So
again.
the best way to meet all the Jeckel sisters would be to come to the float.
Yep. Because most of us will be at the float.
Yes, we go to the gathering, but it's hard to hunt down everybody.
Because it's so many
bodies
floating around at the gathering. There's so many.
There's so much going on, and I made the mistake of this was my first.
So I'll be at 2 shows next week in Iron Mountain. One for Montana 300 and one for May Day. And they're back to back.
Damn.
Michigan.
So if you're in Iron Mountain, Michigan, or anywhere in the state of Michigan next week, you guys, Iron Mountain, Michigan, we will be DJing for Montana 300 on Friday, and then Saturday it's May Day.
Harvard first.
The internet is shit.
So
I wish I could travel more. I wish I could travel more. I've got my 4-year-old, so it's hard for me to find a babysitter half the time. But if I can plan ahead, I can usually make shit.
yeah, I got a text thing. All right, but yeah, no. So we lost him again.
We did. What the hell's going on,
Can you hear
Mr.
me?
John?
My internet cut out, so I had.
Oh, my volume went down.
So I had.
What do I do?
I had to like join on
I'll
my.
be right back. I lost volume.
Take care, guys.
Oh shit.
Love y'all.
Later. I'm back though.
She lost volume, darn it.
But yeah, it's because my internet turned itself off really quick, so that's why I was on my phone, and then when when my internet turned back on, now I'm back on the computer.
Mine does that occasionally too. I call it my corn-fi.
Might as well. I don't know what you would call it down here, swamp fly.
Swamp-fi. I was just gonna say.
I have no idea.
Gator-fi.
Gator-fi. Something.
That was a dope show. She's so sweet, and I like her man too. He's pretty dope.
Yeah, he's a badass DJ.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I'm probably gonna go ahead and end it, but thank you for co-hosting.
No problem. I had fun.
Of course, make sure you guys check out Let's Sesh on this Wednesday, where they are going to be interviewing Doc Gruesome.
Yes.
And I know both Lady Chaos and Jess are excited for that.
So excited, I feel stabby.
You guys heard it here.
All right.
You have a good night.
You too. Later, guys.
Later. Hit me Amanda up later today if you want to. Doses. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, but thank you all who tuned in for this very special Saturday edition of the Hours of Chaos podcast. So yeah, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Make sure you check our guests on all social media. And make sure you definitely check out Lady Chaos on all her social medias as well. Links down below.